Hi everyone, hope you're all okay. Another lovely sunny day. Today we're going to work big. We're going to do some more sculpture and we're going to be using found objects, found materials, basically anything you can find around the house or around the garden. I'm going to do a demonstration and I'm going to try to link it to a sculptor called Anthony Caro. It's also going to have links to another sculptor called Andy Goldsworthy. I'll be showing you various different images of both those sculptors' work a little bit later on in the video. But first of all, I need to try and find materials that I'm going to work with. So that's what I'm going to do now. Okay? So what I'm looking for are sticks, rocks, bits of string, twigs, pebbles, basically anything that I can start constructing with. Yeah. That'll do. Some twigs. That will be useful. So I'm just going to dump them all here for now. What else have we got? It's a compost bin. I think I can use these branches. Look in the shed. Yep, wire. Now, it's not just going to be natural materials I'm using here. I am going to be using whatever I can find. And when you're collecting your materials, oh, there's Robin. When you're collecting your materials, do check. Do check. No, you can't go in. No, you can't go in the shed. No, you can't. Do check with your parents that they're okay for you to use materials. And obviously you need to keep yourself safe. You need to keep safe, don't you? Yeah. Rocks. Got some rocks. This would be a good base actually. Now, I'm going to work quite big, but it depends on the materials you've got. You don't have to work big. You might find, if you can't get out into a garden, you might find that you're using materials that you find around the house. See what else I can find. Yeah, these will help. It looks like I placed these here earlier, and that's because I did. There we go. So, what we've got so far is a bunch of sticks, some wire, some twigs, and a big rock. I'm now going to go off and try and find some string and other things to bind the structure together, and I won't film that because I think you'll find that rather boring. Okay, so I'll be back in a second. Right, so I found some more bits of wood, some old garden canes, and some beading, I think that is. I found that in the garage. So I've got some large scale bits of wood here. You might not be able to find such big bits of wood. It doesn't matter, use whatever you can find. Alright, so I'm going to add all that to all the stuff I've got over there. I've also got a pair of pliers and a pair of scissors. Now, I'm always going on about health and safety, keeping yourself safe, and I'm going to say it again, please be very careful. Do make sure that your parents know what you're planning to do and that they're happy for you to do it. Okay? Right. So I'm going to have a go at putting a piece of sculpture together. Before this bit of the video, you saw some images of Anthony Caro's work, and I'm going to do something in the same sort of style as Caro. So it's very structural, it's binding things together, it's going to have lots of spaces in it, it's going to have lots of angles. Don't know exactly what it's going to look like, I'm just going to make it up as I go along. Alright, so that's what I'm doing next. So there you are. I think I'm finished. It's temporary. It's not going to stay there because I think I'd be in bother if I did leave it there, and I'm not going to be able to mow the lawn either. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you around it and just show you some of the details and how I've fixed it all together. Okay? So that's it. I thoroughly enjoyed doing that, and as I said, it's a temporary structure and I'll start taking it down now. But if you do something like this, then make sure you take lots of photographic evidence, and hopefully you've seen from the photographs I've put on this video that it's not just the whole sculpture that's important, but it's the details within the sculpture. Also remember that sculpture is three-dimensional by its nature, and so record it from lots of different angles, not just from one. Alright? Also, you might have noticed that some of the photographs I've focused on shadows. If you are working outside, actually even if you're working inside, if the light source is strong, then you're going to get shadows cast by the structure that you make. And those shadows are another element of sculpture. They do actually add to the whole thing. So, I've said it many times before, I'm going to say it again, please make sure that whatever you do is safe. Please make sure that parents are aware of what you're doing, they're happy with what you're doing. If you can work outside, fantastic. If you can't, you can do this sort of thing on a smaller scale, perhaps using twigs rather than great branches, perhaps using sellotape rather than duct tape, perhaps using thread rather than string. Have a go and record your responses and see how you get on. Okay, have a lovely weekend and I'll see you again soon. Bye.